E aí galera, beleza? RBGhost aqui. E hoje galera, com mais uma live, tá? Quem entrar agora, seja muito bem-vindo. Starfield, né? Episódio 2. Eu já fiz uma live antes do almoço e agora uma depois. Que vai ser só. Eu vou tentar fazer na maior parte missão secundária, tá? Então é isso. Deixa o seu like aí se gostar. Vai na descrição aí da live, se possível, e vai ter um link para doação, tá? Então, se você doar, vai aparecer aqui na live, tá? E você ganha salve e tudo mais, os bagulho doido que vocês estão acostumados, tá? Então é isso, vamos continuar. Da live que eu fiz um pouco antes do almoço pra essa, o que mudou? Eu só vim pro planeta aqui da missão, tá? Que é o Tal 72, tá? É só isso. Eu só dei viagem rápida pra cá. Nada mais. Então, vamos lá.
Captain, hello.
Então, aqui... É pena que essa nave não dá pra roubar, cara. Que eu fiquei sabendo que dá pra roubar, a nave. Só não sei se... Eita! Meus olhos.
Packing facility built on the fringe. Something's been through here recently, but left everything in place. At least we know it wasn't the Crimson Fleet.
É bom que agora temos essa... Eu vou chamar de Companion, tá? Temos essa Companion aqui com a gente, essa nossa companheira. Que deve ajudar a gente, né? Tem uma pistolinha ali, então deve ajudar a matar os bichos. Então vai facilitar bastante. Eu espero que essa live esteja boa pra vocês, tá? Eu não tô acompanhando pelo telefone. Então, na verdade eu vou colocar pra acompanhar. Pra ficar bom pra vocês aqui. Bom, pronto. Conectado aqui. Perfeito, vamos embora. Eita. Ué, vamos ter que descer pela escada. Caraca, é uma nave destruída. Caceta. Vai dar ruim.
Either I got hit harder than I thought, or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet.
É o que? Silêncio?
I have a feeling she has our best interests in mind. We should do what she suggests.
Oi.
So what do we got here? It's too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? You'd make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll.
Então, mulherzinha. A vanguarda que me enviou, mas ninguém falou que tava tão feio assim, não.
Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I'm a I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
I can't believe that a terramorph did all this damage. I mean, I've heard the stories, but to see the decimation firsthand.
Então, todos os colonos morreram?
I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone.
Ixi. E falaram que o trabalho era ó, facinho. Eu não me preparei pra lidar com um alienígena sanguinário, não.
Two of us.
É, ela tem um ponto.
I need to understand what it's doing here. To do that requires a tissue sample from it, and to get a sample, I need its corpse. But we're not without resources. This plant, it's got an automated security system. Though getting things online, as I've discovered, is not a one-person job. The admin terminal in this building needs its connection reset. And to do that, someone has to get to the security outpost across the compound. Not a far walk, but a risky one. You think you might be willing to lend me a hand?
Eu tô aqui, né? Então... Ah, dá pra não ajudar? Deixa eu ver. Epa, eu vim aqui ajudar colonizadores, não virar brinquedo de alienígena.
Look, I wouldn't be asking if I thought there was any chance I could handle it by myself. But there's no way I'm getting these defenses live on my own. And I have to get to the bottom of what happened here.
Ah, tá, vai.
Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
Qual a chance da gente morrer no processo? Pegar tudo isso aqui. Não sou bobo. Caderno. Por que tem um caderno na geladeira? Né? Isso é uma geladeira, né? Ah, não, é um armário. Caramba. Eu acho que... Ah, vai. Meu Deus do céu. Aqui dá pra um lado de fora. Vai dar muito ruim. Pelo menos a gente corre qualquer... Ih, olha o sanguinho ali. Pelo menos dá pra correr qualquer coisa, né? A estação de pesquisa aqui, ó. O que dá pra gente fazer? Nada, acredito eu. Incrível! Tá, a saída tá aqui. E desse outro lado não tem nada. Então vamos ter que ir lá pra fora. Não parece ser muito perigoso, não. Tá. Por favor, selecione uma opção. Eu quero defesas automatizadas. Não dá. Sistema de rastreio. Tá. Registro de segurança. Tá. Estado de conexão, reiniciar a conexão. Tá. E agora?
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes.
Meu Deus.
Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello? I wish I'd found...
Calma aí que tem coisa ali. Tá bom.
is earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
Então. Tá. Agora dá. Chegou lá, tá. Ixi, qual que era o negócio? Esse aqui?
Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
Security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover.
Uou, calma aí, me abrigar onde? Eu não sei nem onde me abrigar.
Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you could avoid it.
Tu acha que dá pra evitar?
They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks.
Dá pra evitar não.
Give it hell, Vanguard.
Dá pra evitar não. Tá, calma. Calma. Calma, o que dá pra fazer aqui? Tigre. Sai. Corre. Ui. Dá não. Calma. Tá. E agora? Me fala que o bicho morreu. Pode ser?
We have these jetpacks for a reason, you know.
Calma que agora dá bom. Calma aí. Calma, 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 calma. Morreu, otário.
It's a miracle we were able to bring that thing down. At least we
Peguei tudo. Ah, tá. Não foi tão difícil. Foi só meio tenso.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph!
Eu sei, eu sou incrível.
I'm not too proud. Thank you for saving my ass. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you?
Peguei.
Not doing this one out of the goodness of your heart, huh? I'll give you what I can. You certainly deserve it. Forewarning, though, I'm not exactly
Pô,
New
tem que
Atlantis.
cobrar, né, cara? Pô, não fazemos isso de graça, né?
A lot of life gets recorded in our cells. Like, for example, if this terramorph's cells have certain radiation or chemical exposures, it could point to it having been transported on a ship. Then, we could start getting some answers about this thing. So, did you manage to nab one?
Consegui. Aqui tá, toma aí.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
E o cara falou que a missão era fácil, né? Beleza. Depois o cara vai se ver comigo. Tá lascado. Pelo menos você me ajudou, minha filha. Caraca. Meu amigo. Se você andasse um pouquinho mais rápido, eu iria agradecer. Porque assim, você é meio lerda, né, meu? É aqui?
Older model. Okay, let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics. Nothing. Maybe a flag scan? Spectrograph. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs? They're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable.
Que bom, né?
Talseti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
Tá.
There is. mean, there has to be. We just have to find it. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking.
Yeah.
If I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed. Get confirmation on just how concerned we should be.
Tá bom.
Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me?
Tá
I'd
bom,
do it
tá
myself,
bom.
but I need to call in some favors. See if I
Tá
can't
bom,
get
minha
access
filha,
to
tá
that
bom.
terramorph
Já
data.
entendi.
Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have.
Tá,
You can even show them
valeu.
this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon.
Tá bom.
They should recognize the name. Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my
Tá
shoulders
bom,
that
tá
is.
bom, tá bom.
I
Entendeu?
need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means.
Tá.
I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard, there's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. Bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here, it's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Tá bom. 1000. Mas faz eu ter deixado você morrer, mulher. Ah, tá de brincadeira que eu recebi $1000 por isso. Foi a coisa mais difícil que eu já fiz. Ué, calma aí, tem alguma coisa aqui. Ah, tá, deixa. Eu recebi $1000. Incrível. Tipo, eu vou falar dólares, tá? Reais, um negócio assim. Recebi 1000 só. 1000 só. Tá de brincadeira. Pô, podia ter me dado pelo menos uma nave. Não, pelo menos uma nave ela poderia ter me dado, pô. Essa missão não valeu a pena. Mas não. Tranquilo, pô. O cara falou que era tranquilão. Pelo menos eu não sei se eu recebo o pagamento 2 vezes ou se eu recebi adiantado e acabou, né? Aí eu já não sei.
Give the word and we'll get underway.
Vamos lá. Fala pra mim. Onde é que temos que ir? Incrível.
Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Não sei. Tipo, será que vão aparecer os caras atrás de mim? E se aparecer, seria maneiro. Eu não vou. Dá pra eu mudar na nave. Verdade. Tá. Vamos ver aqui. Mapa estelar. Vamos ver. Tá aí. Vai ser lá das quantas, tá 6-2, tá 6-1. Aí, vamos lá. Onde? Alpha Centauri. É o nosso? Eu nunca lembro se é o nosso. Nunca lembro se Alpha Centauri é o nosso, se não é. Então, como é que eu energizo? Como é que eu... Ai. Compartimento de carga. Temos um problema. Opa. Então, o jogo não me ensinou como é que eu energizo. Tipo, como é que eu faço isso? Tem que entrar aqui. Aí vai ter aqui. Aqui. Como é que eu faço aqui? Eu não sei como é que eu faço não. Ué, como é que eu... Temos um problema. Como é que eu faço isso? Consumo de combustível. Ué. Será que não dá pra chegar em Alpha Centauri? Dá pra chegar aqui, será? Eu não sei, gente, eu não sei. Não. Como é que eu energizo? Os diretores energizam todos os sistemas. Então, assim... Eu não sei... Eu não sei... Eu não sei... Sei não. Sei não, meu parceiro. Então, vamos pensar. Cancela isso aqui. Aqui é o que? Contato do sensor. Não sei. Sei que dá pra fazer não. Isso aqui é o quê? Ai, ai. Mãe. Eu realmente não sei, tipo... Isso aqui ajuda em quê? Né? Tipo assim, eu não faço ideia. Ambiente extremo. Ixi. Ixi, Maria. Já tô no local? Como assim? Ué. Caixa de transporte. Tá bom, mas assim... Como é que eu pego isso? Ah. Calma aí. Tá reto. Peguei. Tá, eu tô pegando. Eu não sei o que eu tô pegando, mas eu tô pegando. Apareceu no meu radar, tô catando. Tô nem aí. Não sei nem o que eu tô catando, mas eu tô catando. Mas, opa. Carga de transporte. Eu tenho que melhorar essa nave urgente, só que eu tenho que saber onde que faz isso. Ah, eu posso tirar a potência dos outros trecos para colocar em outros, é isso? É, ó. Vou tirar a potência daqui, daqui. Então, coloca um aqui. Colocar potência aqui no motor. Ah, maneiro, hein, maneiro, hein. Achei maneiro, achei da hora. Pô, o jogo é maneiro, vai. Tá. Opa, calma. Ah, ó. Conseguimos,
Jump
viu?
complete.
This is UC security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Tá. Até que eu consigo, tipo, pousar na moralzinha? Ou não? Não sei, eu não vou testar. Central de naves, pô. Eu vou nesse aqui. Não, eu vou no comandante Tuala aqui. E aí termina logo essa missão secundária e depois a gente fala com o especialista. Os loadings, assim, claro que na nova geração não era pra ter
Hell of a
loading,
city,
né?
isn't it?
Tipo,
There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
loading grande assim. Mas ainda assim, pelo menos aqui no xCloud, os loads estão, pô, não é uma chatice, tá ligado? Não é load de 30 segundos, nada do tipo. Então, dá pra aguentar, pô.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your... A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers? A gene tag? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Oh, that's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War and was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
Tá bom. Essa Xeneo armada não parece muito bem, não.
I'm sure she doesn't list it at the top of her resume. But considering her service record and her area of expertise, I'm not seeing a reason to think this request is anything other than genuine. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special?
Ela não tem certeza do que significa, que é um tal de Dr. Walker Analyse.
I see. This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders.
Okay.
And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, suggest you move out.
Gostei, rapaz. Aí sim.
Captain, congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Ó, curti. Gostei. Aí vi vantagem. O que temos aqui? Fala com cientista, confira o inventário. Vamos. Trabalho de soldado já foi. Pergunte ao pessoal, operação... Aí, ó, não dá não, hein? Né? Eu acho que não. Não sei, não sei. Isso aqui é a missão do negócio. Tamo aqui, né? Tamo aqui, vamos fazer essa secundária. É aqui mesmo? A gente sobe aqui? Acho que... Não, calma aí. É aqui embaixo, né? Pá, pá, pá. Ixi. Pá, pá.
You have a death wish or something?
Eu tô. Espaço-porto. É, Luiz, eu sou uma máquina. E ainda vou... Eu espero que eu não tenha que sair amanhã. Porque senão esse episódio eu vou ter que privar e eu vou ter que postar amanhã. Mas eu acho que... vai dar bom, acho que vai dar bom. E... era para sair episódio de Starfield terça, e quinta e sábado. Mas como o jogo lançou ontem à noite, não deu para ter terça, então tá tendo hoje. Aí é isso, né? Amanhã vai ter e sábado vai ter. Todo dia, até zerarmos. O que eu acho que vai demorar bastante, porque esse jogo parece ser grande. E vamos fazer secundária e tudo mais, então deve demorar.
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most decorated.
Calma aí, eu só não sei uma coisa. Eu acho que tem alguma missão aqui. Deixa eu só ver a missão, porque de repente, como é missão principal... Sidônia... é, não tem não. Então esquece. Ih, ué, sai da frente. Pra cabine. Só bobora. Ih, o escudo tá desativado. Aí deu ruim. Eu não sei como eu faço upgrade ainda na nave. Como eu não sei fazer upgrade na nave, vamos ter que ir assim mesmo. Não tem nem como. Conversa com o especialista na central de naves. Putz, grima, calma aí, eu quero falar com esse especialista aí, calma aí. Especialista na central de naves. Então, calma aí. De repente, esse especialista aí vai dar upgrade na nossa nave, pô.
Hey, let me know if we're going to head into the well, so I
Agora
can watch your
calma aí.
back.
Cadê o especialista? É esse cara aqui? É. Ué. Aqui.
And here's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Tá bom. Minha nave precisa de reparos.
Looks to me like you've already...
Modificar minha nave.
Sure,
Deixa eu ver.
have at it.
O que dá pra modificar aqui? Fala pra mim. Eu tenho 23 mil créditos. Bem. Tá. O ideal é melhorar o motor, eu acho, hein? O escudo, talvez. 3.000. Tá. Motor. Esse motor aqui vai ajudar, pô. Vamos dar uma melhorada, né? Impulsionadores, tem um melhorzinho? Não. Então vai ser esse aqui. Acho que... Pô, melhorei, né? Acho que... Ué. Ixi, tá, calma aí. Deixa esse aqui como tá. Tá. Aí, rapaz. Ah, dá pra construir nave também? Gostei. Teste de voo. Maneiro, maneiro. Dá pra mexer em cada pedacinho, velho. Eu acho que eu vou fazer bosta, hein? Eu acho que é melhor não tentar mexer nisso, não. Deixa eu ver as naves, quem tem a venda.
50
e pouco mil. Tem tudo menos que o meu. Esse aqui é melhorzinho. Ué, calma aí. 812. O que aconteceu aí? Pô, a nave em si. A nave em si é cara. Não dá pra comprar peça por peça das naves. Pô, maneiro, hein? Maneiro, maneiro, maneiro. Cara, dá pra fazer muita coisa, hein? Dá pra fazer muita coisa. Caraca, e essa navezona aqui, velho? 2 milhões, mano. Legal, o valor da minha nave é o quê? 5 mil. Incrível. Tá bom.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you
Adeus.
need me.
Hello, Captain.
Vambora. Agora que a gente gastou dinheiro já, agora a gente vai ter que, né, batalhar pra pegar esse dinheiro de volta. Só não me pergunte como.
Orbital pattern locked in.
Tá. E papá, não. Cadê? Volta pro sistema que também não é. Então, aonde que é a missão? Vai no sol aqui. Pô, te falar, esse negócio aí de entrar na nave, tela preta e voltar, não curti não, hein. Gostei não, hein. Eu curto mais o No Man's Sky, que a gente fica lá no fluxo enquanto carrega. E eu acho mais bonitinho. Cadê a Terra? Temos a Terra aqui? Cadê a Terra? Júpiter, a Terra aqui. Pô, depois a gente tem que ir aqui na Terra, mano. E não tem essa não. Vamos ter que ir na Terra de qualquer jeito. Meu Deus, eu atirei na Terra e Marte. Eu atirei em Marte, cara, que absurdo. Cara, será que temos aqui a ideia do Elon Musk? Vamos ver como está Marte.
Let's put this bird.
Unless we're picking up at Deimos or digging for minerals, I hope you have good reason for landing here.
What a lovely view of the ocean sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
Leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grab drive.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Só vambora, meu parceiro.
Ever been to Aquila?
Sorry? What do you mean?
Calma aí.
Yeah, do you have any idea how
Talk
far
to
we
me if you
traveled?
reckon you can
How
hack
much
it as a
money we
bounty.
spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, get it. But we just filled our last. Mining's
forget
fair
it.
word.
Let's get
You
out of
can't
here.
take it all so seriously.
Maybe it's not too
I
late to
always
catch a
tell my
ride back
mates.
home.
We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships.
Welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
E se eu quiser?
Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately, all our mining contracts are filled right now.
Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
Diga.
I love the enthusiasm. Do yourself a
Cara, eu
favor.
quero trabalho, não importa de quem venha.
It'll remind you what you're doing this for. Anyway, I'm getting off track. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right?
Concordo.
I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though.
Me conta.
Okay, glad you're still on. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after the hold-ups. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff.
Tá bom.
When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing.
Tranquilo. Depois eu vejo isso pra ele.
Look at this place.
How's it going? Can I help you? Hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Monopoly. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Cool. That's what we do here.
Que tá pra... comerciante, ó. Tá, mas eu quero vender. Tá, pelo menos eu já sei. Vender ali inventário da nave. Tem mais coisa aqui? Dá pra... Ou eu vou ter que ir lá no... Por que eu tenho prato no inventário? Tampa de panela. Tá, assim.
Sounds like a plan.
Ó, uma pistola maneirinha. Esse cara tem umas coisas bacanas, hein? Fuzil a laser, pistola papalá. Caramba, esse cara tem umas coisas muito maneiras, velho. Pega essa aqui. Por enquanto é isso. Não, não.
See you around.
Não, como que viu? Ah, mas... Essa aqui no lugar dessa. Coloquei essa aqui na mão. E essa aqui eu vou vender. Porque não dá não, calma aí.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask. Yeah, let's get you.
Vender. Ah. Tiros, pá. 93 quem me paga por essa arma? Qual arma que essa usa? Não sei, como é que eu vejo? Munição, calibre 27. Calibre 27.
Happy to help.
No pescoço. Calibre 27. Confirmação. Eu vou comprar essa escopeta, hein?
Come back anytime. Hey, welcome to the... Yo, stay good out there.
How goes?
Invoices can be collected from... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Me disseram que o homem é comandante RD da vanguarda. Precisa de ajuda no pessoal.
Do you know? Well, I do. Too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself.
Pô, tem que meter bronca, né? Comandante RB Ghost aqui.
But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best. That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable. But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Sei não, hein?
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
Vou ver o que eu posso fazer.
Oh, I can't believe you're helping them. What a stupid waste of time.
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth. If anyone knows where Evil is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution.
Bom. Entendeu? Eu vou ajudar esse cara. E, sei lá, é necessário termos amigos em todos os cantos. Né? Pelo menos é o que eu acho. E claro, quanto mais amigos, mais dinheiro para mim.
Beer's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets in their kin. Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy. You. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes.
Straight topside wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
Acho que tô cuidando do assunto oficial da vanguarda. Tô fazendo uma entrega para a Renaissance.
What? Someone give him the keys to a battle cruiser? Look, you can make up whatever crazy story you want, but you should forget about Percival.
You can spare us the performance stonewalling. We simply need a
A
moment
gente
of
pode
his time,
colocar
and
outra
you
pessoa
needn't
pra
hear
falar
from
por
us
a
ever again.
gente. Que maneiro.
And you're someone I should trust, huh? Why?
I'm UC military, retired.
Maneiro,
Can give
maneiro,
you my
maneiro,
gene
maneiro.
tag code too, if you'd
Curti, hein, curti, hein.
Not necessary. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you take with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide
Nem ferrando.
Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend. Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just... Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records. If someone to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred...
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
And one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old youth, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
E agora?
And I look forward to hear.
Tá. E agora?
Heard you talking with Lou, so to help Dr. Walker? Oh, no, I mean, I've got my... Oh, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. It's just garbage. But Percival and I, we've been working on, at least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out.
Oh dear. I believe I see where this is leading.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. Jobs come back, I become a modern day.
Certo.
Yeah. So access to the deep mines can be found outside. We'd set up right near the main drill. Once you've managed that, phone up.
Tá. Eu posso pagar a dívida. Eu posso fazer o bagulho lá. Ou eu posso fazer esse outro. Assim. Tem muita opção. Eu adorei isso, cara. Eu adorei. Vamos só ver aqui. Se eu quiser pagar.
Was there something else? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but we're interested. If you're feeling charitable. Be my guest.
Cara, eu não vou. Eu não vou pagar não, velho. Tem que guardar dinheiro, não dá, pô. Vou tentar fazer o que esse cara falou lá. Eu não quero ter que mudar a dívida, porque aí é ilegal, né? Vai que me pegam lá e lascou. O sensato seria pagar a dívida, mas pô, não... Vou depositar alguns itens no meu amigo robô. Vasco, vem cá, Vasco. Meu inventário. Coloca o Kraken lá. Garagem especial. Coloca isso aqui. Na volta eu pego tudo. Cursor com função de salto, básico. Tá, então o que eu vou fazer? Quita essa aqui. Deposita essas outras. Na volta eu vendo tudo pro cara. Na volta vendo tudo pro cara lá. Pego do nosso amigo robozinho. Nosso Vasco. Só bobora. Ele tá correndo meio estranho, né? Mas beleza. Só bora. A radiação solar extrema, condição planetária. Eu vi um leitor para colocar um farol no entreposto. Caraca. Eu espero que não dê ruim. Tá. Tá, vamos ver. Sideral. Será que dá pra ir no stealth? Tentar ir no stealth. Vamos na calma. 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 Ah. Vai fugir não. Caraca. Tá.
These access stairs lead deeper into the mines. I hope we remember the way back to the surface.
Entendeu? Tem muito cara. Tem muito cara, tem muito cara. Ixi. Tô sofrendo dano do ambiente, aí machucou. Caraca. Tá tenso. Calma que vai dar. calma, calma. Calma que vai dar.
Don't leave any point.
Bem tenso, bem tenso. Cheio de inimigo.
This must lead to the miners' living quarters. I can't imagine having to live almost every waking moment underground.
Give me a sec.
Bad luck for you!
Calma aí, calma aí.
You're a down joke.
Tenso, tenso. Tá. Dá uma respirada aqui. Vamos lá. Pegar o que? Pegar essa aqui. Essa aqui tem bastante munição. Então, calmou, calmou, calmou. Essa aqui não tem mais, essa aqui ainda tem. Favoritar, essa aqui. Tá, o resto depois eu vou vender. Ixi, calma aí, o que eu fiz? Não sei. Tá. É melhor a gente ter pago a dívida, hein?
You're going down.
Pior que tá escuro, hein? Cadê gráfico? Necessidade, interface. Caraca, não dá pra aumentar, não? A escuridão tá bem tensa, velho. Calma, tá indo bem. E agora pra gente sair daqui? Será que tem alguma coisa útil aqui? É, mais ou menos. Bora vazar.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
Tá. Ares 3330 2330. Tá.
Password accepted. Initiating a...
Ah, foi?
Compound analysis complete.
Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk.
You may collect your documentation.
Tá bom.
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the Thresher room. If the spacer didn't make out of it. I'll be waiting at the store.
Agora a gente tem que voltar. É. Então, como é que a gente volta? Eu realmente não lembro.
Exploring these mining operations has given me a new appreciation for the risks Dusties take to make a living.
Tá, vou por aqui, vou torcer pra que... Ué, tá. Não é nada aqui. Incrível. Pra eu viajar direto. Tô com sobrecarga. Ei, Maria. Cadê a minha amiga? Aqui.
Sidonia is an industrial town. I'd be happy to carry a few things for you.
Isso, leva alguma coisa pra mim. Leva isso. Leva isso. Leva isso. Agora leva isso. Leva isso. Isso. Leva isso. Acho que encheu, né?
Bye.
Agora dá? Ah, ainda não dá. Calma aí. Eu pego isso aqui. Joga isso aqui. Joga isso aqui. Pronto. Resolvido.
Wonder where it will lead. Time to
Calma
go.
aí. Agora estamos aqui. Vamos pegar tudo que eu quero vender com o robô lá.
Captain, it is. I will keep your items safe, Captain.
Pega tudo.
Allow me to.
Peguei tudo.
Let me know if I can be of assistance in the future.
E aí a gente vende tudo logo. aqui, fala com esse cara.
Lots of stuff. Just cool. That's what we do here.
Comprar não, vender. Ah. Tudo bem que ele não paga muito, né? Mas aqui, vanguarda, esse aqui melhora o que? Atmosférica e radiação, atmosférica. Tá. Esse aqui vem, esse aqui vem, esse aqui também. Deixa esse aqui. E esse aqui, mochila, propulsora básica, vem, e vem, capacete, vem, esse aqui também. Deixa esse aqui. Vestimentos. Vende. Tchau. 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 Qual que é melhor? Esse aqui tem 15 minutos. Tá. Então. Esse tchau. Deixa esse aqui. Recurso. Tem algum recurso que varia muito? Tá, cadê a mulherzinha?
How's it?
Tá aqui.
Been a long time since. Want to see what I.
Vem cá. Já tudo teu aqui.
Bye bye.
Vamos vender tudo também.
Take your time and ask me if sounds like a plan.
Ah. Vende. Deixa um aqui. Vende isso aqui. Deixa um aqui. Vende esses dois aqui. Deixa aí. Soldador de aço. Ué, já não tem um. Já tem um, então vende esse aqui. Vende esse aqui. Meu Deus, eu comprei. Ah, não. Ah, tá de brincadeira que eu comprei, cara.
Come back in.
Cinco e 20. Que horas? 2h54. Tô Tô carregando o jogo anterior, eu não vou perder dinheiro assim de burrice não. Vou perder dinheiro de burrice mesmo. Tá, volta aqui e vamos refazer o processo.
Captain, hello. Carrying objects is one of my... Travel safely.
Adeus. Você também. Pega.
Sidonia is me anything use? Goodbye.
Do meu. Tudo meu. Eu não vou perder dinheiro, eu faço assim, mas nunca.
My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out.
There's nothing like...
Hey, you looking for anything? Cool. That's what we do here.
Vamos lá. Agora eu tô vendendo, né? Não, eu tô comprando de novo. Ai, Jesus. Vende. Tá. Agora aqui. Vende. Tá. Vende. Esse aqui. Deixa. Vende. Deixa. Deixa. Vende. Capacete. Vende. Conseguimos 22 mil nessa brincadeira. Tem mais alguma coisa pra vender na nave? Deixa eu ver. Só isso.
See you around.
Tá, fizemos uma bela grana. Tá bom, pô, valeu. A missão valeu a pena já, pô.
Keep Sidonia graffiti free.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduce joint wear? Oh, increase lifting capacity. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that? You can try if you feel confident, but I didn't want to push our luck. Besides, if that drug gets big, so you think you... well... oh, and here, use that if you can.
Tá bom. É isso. Conseguimos. Não fizemos nada ilegal, só matamos 500 guardas que estavam ali. Eu vou salvar porque eu não quero fazer besteira. Salvar. Salva aqui. E salva mais uma vez também. Né? Tá, perfeito. Vamos tentar a sorte.
Was there something else? I'm never one to turn away an opportunity.
Vamos tentar, né?
I'm curious what you think you cover the Martian market that others have missed.
Um químico feito a partir de hematite aquosa, chamo ele de rebite. Transforma hematite aquosa em créditos líquidos com o meu novo fenômeno patenteado.
Aqueous hematite, iron and water. And exactly what this... But where's this hematite coming from? The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of...
Eu já limpei elas, não vai custar nenhum crédito seu para começar. E se eu dizer que eu limpei essas minas de graça? Vamos falar o primeiro.
Well, now, that is intriguing. We could contract out all the actual lab work. Bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials. The licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine.
Viu? Tá dando bom.
Thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
Tá.
Unfortunate.
Tá, vamos salvar aqui. Porque dependendo do que der, né? Vamos tentar primeiro quero crédito.
Promising find, certainly. I can see it. That it?
Dr. Walker's dead. Well, it would seem we have a deal then. Here, you'll find us. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
É sério?
I wouldn't be surprised if I was transferred to the central office once they get word of this file.
Que porcaria, hein? Pô, meio triste, hein?
Yeah. Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those drakes. Yeah, the passkey. I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Tá. Ah, então era lá, caraca. Dá pra dar viagem rápida? Porque assim, eu não quero... Da hora. Eu não ia mesmo apear a tela de novo. Mas eu não ia mesmo. Tá. Saímos aqui, né? Ah, o elevador... É sério que o elevador tava aqui na minha frente o tempo todo? O elevador tava na minha frente o tempo todo. Cadê? Vamos falar com esse cara. E agora? Meu Deus, quase que não vai. Pegar os minerais, né? Estamos aqui. Rapaz. Como é que eu chego ali? Caramba, Bethesda fez um ótimo trabalho, hein? Falar aqui.
Got me out of the red with the trade authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did she look okay?
Tá viva, mas se machucou.
Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue set. What? You can reattach a finger, Percy? So what exactly did she have you bring me?
C'est un hommage.
Terramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that. Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a Terramorph. Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or if she made you come all the way. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Esse cara mora no fim do mundo, mané. Putz, greu.
Ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days.
Assim, má vontade de roubar tudo desse cara.
Okay. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right. Just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait. Where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinium. I'll need to get this all on a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's called the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinium.
Não. Na verdade, não me recordo.
It was a city wiped completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport, pull the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen on Londinian, That's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now? The circle, huh?
É isso aí, homem.
Could use a drink about now. Fast to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Vambora. O cara tá seguindo, mas e a mulherzinha tá me seguindo também, né? Então vambora. Toma borrada, meu. Pô, obrigado por me deixar usar o elevador. Eu não queria voltar por ali, não. Ué? Tá bom. Ah, viagem rápida, meu parceiro. Tem nem conversa também. Trocar equipamento.
Feel free to drop.
Ah. Fica com essa aqui. Mochila, tá. Vestimento. Ah, nossa. Equipar essa aqui. Recurso. Não, cadê?
Talk to you later.
Eu tô sobrecarregado ainda? Tá bom, vamos ter que ir voando. Tá interessante, tá interessante. Caramba, a gente entrou aqui. Meu Deus. Caramba, hein? É grande. Pam, 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 pam. Ué, inacessível, não posso roubar não. Pô, aí não, hein. Aí não gostei. Não curti, não curti.
Adrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private.
Yeah.
Lou said we could use the back.
I'm just gonna... It might be time I start working on some projects of my own.
Why are you bothering to carry all that junk?
Did you really think you could just walk off with that? You coming?
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
Teve pouco mais de tiros. Trabalhoso demais.
That's definitely not what I thought I was signing you up for. But thank you. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's
Trabalhoso demais pro meu gosto.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramore.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archive? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the cabinet? And the Freestar Collective?
And house Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose.
Apoie.
No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time.
Tá. Isso ainda não me explica o que esses dados sobre metamorfose fazem nos arquivos.
Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this means. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go put this up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Ufa, misrédio. É bom, é bom.
This unit is designed for line honor orders, not to engage with
Remember, keep it breathing so you don't get wheezy.
We're asked to remind
Tá.
crimes at an all-time low.
Agora vamos ter que ir pra onde? Vamos ver aqui rapidinho. Eu acho que tem mais uma missão aqui, né? Ofereça ajuda para vítimas chamadas quando? Cadê?
I wish there was more to do around here.
Cydonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before it becomes a problem.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in? Oh, yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble. don't worry, you'll get your money as long as you bring me that.
Tá. Eu acho que tem alguma coisa aqui também, não tem não? Cadê? A gente tá em Sidônia ou não? Realmente não lembro.
Joy.
Acho que sim, né? É. Tá, então já vai dar pra poder continuar a missão principal, né?
Cold beers and good atmosphere. What's your poison?
O que eu quero? É tudo muito caro, não quero nada.
You ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. You in the service? I know the feeling. But, you just get so used to losing people. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's... But...
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
It's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Meu Deus. E agora?
So long.
Ah, vamos... Sempre que tiver um negócio assim, eu vou salvar. Né? Porque, pô, não sou bobo.
We get a lot of new faces back. You got those...
Vamos tentar com ela aqui.
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? Both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. Two strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine.
Filha da mãe.
Don't be a stranger.
Vergonha. Que cara sem vergonha, rapaz.
Can't say I'm a fan of excitement. You got those credits? Come on. Life on Sidonia. I want him found. I do. All right, I'll give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the lady of love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Viu? Pô.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Que bom que conseguimos persuadi-lo.
Hello.
Tá. Agora que a gente já pegou o melhor aqui, vou continuar aqui na secundária aqui. cara quer ganhar
To
dinheiro
Venus? Have
nas
something for
minhas
me?
costas, rapaziada. É ruim que esse cara vai conseguir dinheiro às minhas custas.
I don't suppose I have time for a nap.
Pressure holding. Takeoff looks good. Hell of a view from here.
Tá. Agora vamos pegar aqui. Voltar pro sistema. Cadê? Terra. Retulo, Vênus. Alfa Centauro.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlanta.
Ai, vamos lá. Papá. Ih, tá nível 6 já, ó. Baixa qualidade do ar, tempestade de areia. Ih, ó.
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the colony, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Você é um clone de homem? Como funciona isso?
A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Tá bom.
I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day.
Entendeu?
So my involvement,
Teu pai cagou com tudo, então, basicamente.
throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. My areas of expertise are pretty specific, but messed up families are up there. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss?
Yeah.
I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines, full of adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything.
Yeah,
the human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up.
Yes.
Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Yes.
It's hard to know exactly what might sway them. I'd just be honest about what you saw.
Tá bom.
A colony wiped out, and a lot of lives.
Não, tem nenhuma pergunta,
I
não.
guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin.
What?
All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Vamos ver. O que será que vai dar isso? Rapaz, calma aí. Vou salvar antes, que eu não sou bobo.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Exames de dados arquivados para Exame dos dados arquivados para achar um jeito de impedir um possível apocalíptico terromórfico.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau said it was anything less than a tragedy. Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? If tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Tá, vamos falar isso primeiro. Vamos meter medo nesse povo.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Se fosse eu, não venderia depois cancelar. Vamos nela.
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Eita, rapaz. Eita, rapaz.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
O que tá acontecendo?
At the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Meu Deus.
Terramorphs. More attacks.
Just as predicted.
Ah, viu? E esses caras falando que não é nada demais.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later.
Bota meu
Chief
parceiro.
Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad goes.
Caraca.
Going to take a while to bring.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Bora. E agora? Vamos pra onde? Só vambora. Esses caras estão fazendo o que, velho? Ah, legal. Eles vão ficar olhando a telinha, é sério? Tá bom. Só bora. Essa missão tá tensa, hein? Tô curtindo demais.
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got. We're trying to help you. What are you doing? EM fire.
I don't even need a gun. Bring it on.
Caraca, eu já não dei minha arma pra mulher, velho.
Only one point of Moab. Dropping off a few choice.
Eu dei a arma pra mulher, cara. Por que ela não usa?
Maybe another time.
Tá bom. Cadê? O que a gente faz? Avalie a situação.
Thank God.
Caraca.
I just wish it hadn't come to that. Yeah, what the hell happened there, Captain? There's no excuse for using here. This isn't a joke. We're preventing casualties, not causing them. So get your head in the game. Understand? Now, officer, the way those people were acting, I've seen this.
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started... We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People...
Pheromonic projection. Some terramorphs, they can induce... It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control. Turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire. And keep that EM weapon at the ready. I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had... So we'll just have to... Well, you better keep that EM weapon loaded.
That's unlocked. Please.
Tá. Então eu preciso estar com uma arma especial, né? Tá, calma aí. Uma arma IM, né? Então, tipo essa aqui, né? Então tá. Vou deixar essa aqui no lugar dessa. Com armas que entra não causar dano letal nos confrontos.
Good work with the bartender.
Ah, então calma aí.
Whatever.
Mas eu não tenho, tá ligado? Então assim... Cadê? A única EM que eu tenho é essa aqui, tá comigo. Então eu vou fazer o seguinte. Pô, não tem o que fazer não.
Until later. To Venus.
Tem que fazer, não tem que fazer, não tem que fazer. Eles não estão com arma. Vai dar ruim. Vai dar ruim legal, mano. Ai, meu Deus.
We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this. Well, he was there, whatever suppose. These things die fast. Hold them as best we can.
Ah, vou falar com os esquadrões.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on 6.
Tá
You
bom.
two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Ok.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. You more liability than
You see security. You don't need to worry about us.
É...
We're not afraid. But we'll stay here and hold them.
Ah, vou... Cara, vou salvar de novo. Porque se der ruim... Né? Se der ruim a gente volta daqui.
Got some orders for us?
Ah. Cuida da retaguarda então.
Stay sharp.
Stinks.
Right behind you.
Never say never say.
They're going to betray you, every last one.
Check your six! It's one of them!
Oh God! Here they come!
It's got me! It's got me! Where are you? Down! Get down!
It's not working. It's never going to work.
calma aí, calma aí. Nossa. Eles estão bem? Acho que estão. Então vamos. Tá, tamo indo bem, tamo indo bem. Cadê a minha nave falando nisso? Não sei. Acho que eu tô cheio de arma. Só que é do guarda, calma aí.
Only one point. If you have any gear. I'll only carry the...
Tá bom, vambora. Calor extremo. Calma.
You're not from.
It's got me! It's got me! Where are you? You'll regret this!
Oh, hard. Oh, hard. Don't let them get
Seguimos.
Thank God. If these things reached the pop...
Quase que não deu, hein?
We would have had an app.
Quase que não deu.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. I guess our people weren't so lucky.
The few protecting the many.
And it would have been plenty more if it hadn't been for the two of you. The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Se cuida aí, mané. Pelo menos conseguimos matar os metamorfos. Os terramorfos, um negócio assim. O que já foi difícil.
My partner is getting stitched up instead of zipped up. Thanks to you.
How the hell did nothing's getting to the cabinet?
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, officers were...
Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the terramorphs, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
É isso.
I had some ideas on that front, Captain, but we'll get to that. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the terramorph data from the archives, as well as a frequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. The very next item on my list. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. Get you access to those credits at real estate you're after. So, will you help us? It has its perks. Only citizens can purchase property in the city. We also pay reduced prices on most goods and services. There's also a credit disbursement when you first help get, but above all, you become a dedicated
Claro.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we of course won't be sending you in without the proper support.
Ganhei uma nave.
Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Aí, caraca. Eu ganhei quantos? Quantos créditos eu ganhei que eu não vi? Calma aí. Caraca. Aí sim. Aí eu vi vantagem.
Howdy.
Chief Yassine, these orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
E aí, mulher? Fala comigo.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond.
Muito bem.
We're going to do everything in our power to make
Muito
sure
bem,
you have
muito
the
bem.
tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic...
Tô ligado.
Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, Faroon.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Faroon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
O presidente já fez alguma coisa urgente.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it's up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does up to speed on who you're dealing with.
Okay.
Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Faroon?
Me fala sobre o cara lá.
A challenge. When the rest of House Faroon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, he's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests. So there's real hope he might again.
Parece promissor.
It does, but we're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here. To get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, finding the ambassador is going to be... And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped in...
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and
use your experiences as a member of the military and
who knows? Maybe that'll work. But my suspicion is we're going to have to...
Acho que você está subestimando meu charme e meu carisma.
Huh. Well, if that's the case, UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the
embassy.
Caught trespassing.
So, if you are going to try and access...
Now, we recovered some... But there's also...
All right. Your diplomatic ID.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some...
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach, I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while...
Be smart out there, Captain.
Ok. Ei, rapaz.
Yes, what?
vai dar ruim.
Here on Vanguard business?
Tá. Confira o inventário da sua nave. Obtenha o código da confederação. Caraca, o oxigênio. O oxigênio tá difícil aqui. Uou.
For a moment at the memorial, you know, to pay our respects. Hard to believe in 2 decades since Rome.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you leave.
All that security and they still can't.
Tá, voltou. Vamos falar com essa mulher, vai.
I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am.
Vá, mulherzinha, vamos lá.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also meant, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC morph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard and send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
Você precisa nos ajudar caso aconteça, pessoalmente serão responsabilidade sua.
Excuse me. A less person might think that was a threat, Captain.
The only threats you're facing are the 8-legged variety just outside your door. Now, stop playing games here. Lives hang.
A lecture in morality from the UC. How quaint and short-sighted. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours? And
não
go.
deu.
You're really gonna push this? All right.
Ixi.
One chance. One
E agora?
to convince me. Understood.
Calma aí. Vamos salvar. Vamos salvar. E agora a gente tenta.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? I'm listening. It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. A step towards better relations. Well, Captain, you make some good
Conseguimos.
points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items in these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it.
Tá bom.
You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again.
Ok.
And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the case, it needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch. So, do we have an agreement?
Claro. Então, se é que eu falo que eu preciso. Não, não precisa.
Excellent. Follow.
Tá. Perfeito. Conseguimos com a mulher. Meu Deus do céu. Caraca, tá guardada a 100 chaves, mano. Caraca. Vai ter que me ajudar, mulher.
Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
É isso aí.
Carrying enough clutter there, or should we find some more?
Tava roncando, acordou agora.
Exactly. It's like
When someone
Tá.
It's a shame how Svarun abandoned their embassy. I bet we could have learned a lot from
Então, a gente conseguiu, deixa eu ver. Obtém o código dos arquivos. E agora? Ah tá, ela só me deu os códigos do negócio. Caraca, tá tudo quebrado aqui dentro. Mas vamos tentar, né?
what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy. I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be worth it. Valuable?
Agora. Como é que faz isso? Ah, calma aí que tô com a vida baixa aqui. Tô com a vida... Tô com...
Well, the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviation, no distraction, no
Testando. Tá, voltou.
unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, that deviations, distractions, and dalliances are totally necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation, even if I have no intention of actually giving it back.
Good work,
Caraca, essa
Bob.
mulher não vai...
Feel free to pop some stuff into my bag.
Não vai pegar, não.
So long.
Morri. Primeira morte do jogo. Primeira morte.
Well, this isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy. I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It would actually be more fascinating than the oranges were. Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Não deu. Caraca, é muito tenso. Ah, não. Não é possível.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Tá, vamos lá. Deu. Bom, galera, eu vou fazer o seguinte, vou acabando essa live por aqui, tá certo? Na próxima live a gente tenta continuar deste exato ponto. Então, se você gostou, deixe seu like, se inscreve no canal, compartilhe com os amigos. E é isso, até a próxima live. Valeu, falou e fui.